I just opened one of my many palm trees after winter, and honestly, I didn't expect this. But the bigger question is, are we actually safe yet? Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my channel. It's been another crazy week of weather. It is warm one second, then it's cold, then it's warm. Today it's cold and windy. Tonight it's going to be very cold. Then it warms back up, then it gets cold again. So it's just, I never know quite what to do in the garden right now, and that's true every year. So at least we're moving on to spring here, and there are many signs of spring, which I will show you in this video. So we're not talking about snow today, thank God. I say that and then there'll suddenly be snow on the forecast, but no snow. In fact, I'm going to open up one of the Trachycarpus this week. You know I'm all nervous about it. I think I only have time to do one. If I find the time, I might do a second one. I just don't know if I have it and if the weather will cooperate. So I'm doing one for sure this week, and we're just gonna make sure it's alive. There's one I'm very concerned about. And that's the one that was doing badly last year. It just did not look good to me, although some of you said, oh, it's fine. It bothered me. And so that's the one I'm worried about. I do think I lost the date palm that fell over when I was so sick, and I just didn't even notice that it blew over, which is so weird that it lasted all winter long without blowing over, and then we finally get to spring and it blows over. So odd. I am going on a trip this week. I was in Palm Springs last week, if you watched last week's video, and I thought the soap was really funny. But this week I'm going someplace else. I will surprise you with that next week. But I think the soap opera is really funny this week. I tried something new. It actually made me laugh while I was doing it. I hope you like it at the end, so make sure you check that out. But let's just jump right into the garden without me doing a lot of talking this week. It's a beautiful day out here. No ice on the river, and I thought we would climb up on the ladder and look down at the Jubaea hybrid, see how it looks today, and I think it looks really, really good. And I am hoping maybe next week after I get back from my trip, if the weather looks decent, I'm going to uncover this, which is so exciting. That's always exciting when the Chilean wine palm hybrid is uncovered. And you can see I've got it propped open right now. Normally I have it propped open higher than that, but the wind is so bad today I don't want it to blow over. It's a very, very windy day in New York, and the bamboo is just blowing like crazy. Signs of life. Some daylilies coming up around. That's a musabastia back there. This is a Chamaerops humilis, my Mediterranean fan palm, and then a bunch of Trachycarpus babies are in here. I would love to open that up, but then I get water all over the place. But I think they are fine. No frogs yet. But I also think when I get back from my trip, I will probably open the pond up, get the waterfall going, and get it ready for the fish inside and kind of clean out some of the algae. But usually I see frogs by this point at least one day, and maybe the one day when I was in Palm Springs when it was really nice out, they came out, but I haven't seen any yet this year. It always amazes me how bad the prickly pear look. Like they've just totally deflated. And then they come back. The one thing I'm not sure about coming back is my cholla. I don't think they look good. I think it might have been too cold, and luckily I saved a lot of cuttings, but I could be wrong. We will see what happens with those. But even a couple of the chollas in there, back over there, I had some different varieties. They don't look good at all. I'm looking at them right now. They don't look like they made it. So yeah, it was a rough winter, but I'm not worried about the prickly pear. They are indestructible. The needle palm did great. I just pulled on all the spears and no spear pull. It was unprotected all winter long. The other one over by the monkey puzzle, unprotected, no issues there. So I just, as I've said before, you've got to give them a couple of seasons of protection and then they'll do just fine. Even in this cold environment that it was this year, which is just crazy how cold it was. But that just shows how indestructible these are once they're established. As you saw before, my Sabal Minor doing really, really well. I just used a trash can right here to put over it. And I will probably put the trash can over tonight because it's going to get really cold. But I'm just glad it made it through. Big, gigantic Yucca rostrata that's taller than me now. I love it. And if you saw in Palm Springs last week, they were expensive. Really expensive for a plant that I would think would be fairly common in the desert area. They were pricey. And my one over here, let's walk over and look, my poor figs, I did not cover. I'm sure they have died to the ground, as we will find out very soon. And but luckily I do have some fig cuttings from my friend who gave me all those fig cuttings, but this one just looks amazing now. Such a good, beautiful plant, and it's also taller than I am now, which I love. As I've said before last spring, it always just amazes me the amount of cleanup that has to happen in the spring. But somehow the cleanup is joyous because it's spring. If I had to do the cleanup in the fall, knowing it was all just going to go downhill from there, I would be quite sad. But even the rhododendron are starting to look a little alive, and they have buds on them. But I am excited that in the next couple of weeks, things are really going to start to happen. And let's hope the Musabastu does really well and comes back. And here's my flying dragon. It looks nice and green. I think it did just fine.
Every bottle of river gin begins with a pure, natural source, sourced from one of America's most iconic waterways, the timeless waters of the Hudson River.
I only eat natural, and that's why I drink river gin, sourced right here in the Hudson Valley. I like knowing the source of my gin. River gin comes from my own backyard, the beautiful Hudson River.
River gin. Just as pure as the mighty Hudson River.
It is Sunday the 15th, and my friend Andrew in Germany keeps asking when I'm going to open up the Trachys. And I'm already late this year doing it, but it's been so cold, I have not wanted to open it up. There in the forecast, we have 2 more cold nights, and that's it. So it's about 24 degrees Fahrenheit Tuesday night, and then a week later Tuesday night, which I think is about -6 or 7 Celsius. I'll have to look that up. But I think I'm going to tackle these 2. Everything is kind of coming up. The weeds are coming up. Let's open up. So I took off the bottom section because if you remember in the fall, I had to add on a good 2 feet to this to make sure it had enough room. And then of course my lovely zippered cover from Island Wide Palms in Long Island was really built for the old structure, not for this new one, so it didn't quite go down, but I easily solved that. Let's just hope all is good on this. So got that layer off. It's looking pretty green. In fact, I even saw right here, it looks like there are some seed pods, or where the flower comes from on it. So let's hope when I pull this last layer off up here that I see lots of green. This is one my parents gave me from Atlanta, and it was literally about 2 feet tall when I got it. Tiny, tiny, tiny. It has grown so much. If you are new to my channel, you will know I don't take these structures completely apart. I basically undo the screws, which I just did right there on one side, so that I can open these crossbars only on one side. And that way, if I do that, I can just pull it out and have it completely ready for the fall, which I don't even want to think about right now, because all I'm thinking about is spring. So after removing the screws, I start at the top, and these elbow joints, I basically take a screwdriver. I can't do this with one hand, and wedge under in there, because I'm going to knock this bar up to release this part here. Just took this one off, and now I've pulled it out to the side, so I open up this area. But while I'm here, green, green, nothing but green, which is a good sign. And wow, I just noticed this. It's definitely knows it's March, because that's gonna bloom soon, and there's nothing. I don't think the others are anywhere near that. I don't know, but I've got to get them uncovered so at least it'll get pollinated if I want seed. I really don't need seed, but that would be nice. So now you can see I've got this whole side here, all the crossbars moved to the side, so there's nothing stopping me from pulling it out from the other side, which will release the trachea. So the bars are off. This is all a PVC one. So I truly use the palm tree to hold it together by making all of these really up close to the palm, so the palm holds the structure in place. You can do more stability with steel bars, but then they're really heavy and harder to do all alone. And I am doing this all by myself here, and that really took 2 seconds to pull off. It's much easier to take them apart than to put them together. So now, I'm trying to get good light here so you can see what it looks like. It's just not the brightest day today. It's a little cloudy, but I am going to undo the zip ties, and I'm probably going to leave some lights on this just because I do have some cold weather coming up. I don't think it'll make that much difference, but I am going to leave some on there. But I want to open it up so you can kind of see what it looks like. And now I just need to pull some of the fronds down a bit and then play with the lights a little bit, since I want to keep it on for at least a week or two while these cold temps are here. And considering how cold it was, I think this one did great. It's nice to see my old friend there. It's just so funny to see a palm tree now. Now I want all the others uncovered. I'd love to get the ones down by the pool uncovered. This one's my problem one. It was my problem one all last year. That one, who knows if that's alive. Not so sure about that one. And I think I may have to move this palm this year. I don't know. I wanted to show this in a little bit better light so you can see in the sun. But I think it looks pretty good considering such a horrible winter. I'm in my garage and I'm so ready to pull some of these plants out, but of course it's still too cold. But I wanted to show you my grapefruit is just blooming like crazy right now. Lots of buds. all over it, and I wish it was outside so it's getting pollinated, and it's probably not getting, I mean, there might be a couple of bugs in here to help pollinate, but yeah, always, this is when the bugs attack. I haven't seen that many. I was even looking at the alocasia over here. I've got bird of paradise, all kinds of stuff in here. My Bismarck looks a little ratty right now, but it's got new growth on it. It's just the old leaves. And that's what's going on this side of the garage. I've got a lemon blooming on the other an orange tree and a lemon blooming over there. I'm going to go over there in a second and show you. Here is one of my oranges blooming in here. Lots of buds. And one of my lemons is about to bloom in here.
So daffodils are definitely coming up. They almost came up right after the snow disappeared. Lamb's ear is starting to come up as well.
Some daffodils about to bloom. Even a little crocus coming up on the hillside here where nothing grows. Hyacinths are coming up. Tetrapanex is still growing so well. I'm so happy with it. I just wish I could put it outside, but still too cold out there. But it's got some nice new growth on it here, so very happy. We'll be happier when it can go out onto the deck and eventually into the yard. I am a little worried about my Gunnera. It just is getting these little, everything is turning dark on it, and I don't see spider mites or anything, so I don't know why, but maybe it just needs to take off. I'm watering it like crazy, but just wish it would look a little bit better. Maybe it just needs to get outside as soon as possible. Any comments? I would love to hear anyone say, because I would love to get it outside, but I think it's still a little too cold. My Clivia is blooming like crazy right now, and I have even more of this plant. They multiply pretty quickly when you have them, but it's really a beautiful, beautiful flower. Lovely color. And I have a yellow one somewhere. I have to find it. And even my African violet is blooming right now. But really pretty.
I swear, all my palm trees is the only reason I get through the week.
Same. It's completely insane and I'm obsessed.
Wait, look. It's the cover this week.
Wrong and the martinis flow. There's one place everybody knows. Welcome to all my palm trees.
If anyone asks, this is for the plants.
Feeding the palms river gin again, Tim? I think the palms are slurring their words.
Are you giving that tree gin?
They prefer gin. Vodka makes them hostile.
I told you, palms respond better to gin than fertilizer.
I never drink gin. I guzzle it. Marcel, why don't you come out from behind the bar?
It would be a much better show if I could.
Eddie!
Hello, Tim. Brought you a new palm tree, mate. Right then, I'm off.
I love Eddie. I think I am allergic to the palm tree.
Marcel! This house has 47 palms!
No one has ever been allergic to my palms. Well, almost no one.
Eddie, stop bringing palm trees. Thought you were a backup palm tree, mate.
It may not be the palm. It might be my new anti-aging lotion. Remember the TSA agent said I was too old for a blanket?
Marcel, why don't you step out from behind the bar and show us the lotion? And we thought the palm trees were the problem.
Wait. Anti-aging lotion? Does it work? Not that I need it, of course.
Of course it works. Look how smooth my skin is. And I'm really 90 years old.
Well, it can't hurt. I feel younger already.
Next week, on all my palm trees.
Achoo! The palms are attacking Marcel!
Then we water them more.